Welcome to Inner Peace Arts Unscripted. I am James Coleman, your host. I'm a writer. I write on personal development, spirituality, and social change. You can check out my blog at innerpeacearts.wordpress.com. Today is the day after Christmas, and I hope everyone had a good holiday for those that celebrate it. And for those that the time is tough, I hope, I'm glad you're here. Glad that you made it, and you will be fine, given that you continue to hang out with me and see things in a light that will move you forward. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about why I do what I do. And I do what I do because it flows out of who I am. And I know that who I am is a dynamic concept and it's not static. But there is something about what I do that reflects who I am and what I truly want and where I really want to go and how I want to relate to people. And you hear all those eyes. Yeah, I'm unavoidable to me, and you're unavoidable to you. And I think that if we are to make a living and live together, that we should be doing so out of who we are. And so I'm not ashamed about that, to be seeking to make a living out of who I am and what I do, because I think that's natural. I think it's unnatural to make a living based upon someone else's imposition of who you are and what you should do and how you should function. I think you find who you are and you negotiate with who you are with others to provide them with real value in their lives, that they're willing to trade their production for what you provide. And I strongly believe that, and I'm willing to die for that. I sacrificed a lot to be here and do this, and I have no regrets with that regard. So that's why I do what I do. That's why I make these videos. That's why I share on what I share, because I don't just believe, I know that the information here, the energy that's shared, the perspective is life-changing and life-affirming. Not just life-changing, but life-affirming, and able to provide for those for whom it is for a kind of foundation that otherwise may have taken years to build. And my idea is to help people build a foundation that they can then use to work through life with more confidence, with more vigor, and get things done that they weren't able to get done before. Because at the end of the day, and I'm revealing a little bit more than I probably want to here, but at the end of the day, it's about power over material. It really is. It's about having the things around you that reflect you, support you in your material being. Spirit being, as a source, fine, but here in this world, it's about material. And so this is an interesting position that I take. It's not about materialism. It's about the material that expresses the spiritual, and the spiritual's need for material, and this symbiotic relationship between the two. And I think one of the things that's clear is that this perspective gives you the perspective that pushes you to do what's materially necessary to have your agenda met. Because I think if you concentrate on the spirit, then you neglect the material. If you concentrate on material, you neglect the spirit and the source of why the material even has value in the first place. And so this symbiotic relationship between spirit and material is expressed in what I call power over material, because the power is essentially spiritual, but it's over material and expressed in material. And that's another one of my aims. I aim to express power over material through who I am, not who you want me to be or not who someone wants to make me to be, but who I am. And as I interact with you and other people, I change. I have to change. But I'm changing according to an agenda that's flowing from me and my energy. And when you're doing the same, you are actually bringing your full offering into the world. So that's a bit about what I do and why I do it. And that's for today. So I'm James Coleman. Once again, you can check out my blog at innerpeacearts.wordpress.com. And thank you again for taking the time to share it with me.